And home for the Giants, one of the most spectacular vistas on this continent, any continent. Downtown San Francisco in the background, and we zoom into Candlestick Park in the southeastern corner of this city. For the first time in 27 years, a World Series game will be played in Candlestick Park. The Battle of the Bay continues. Game 3 of the 1989 World Series, the Oakland Athletics against the San Francisco Giants.
Dave Parker barely, by inches, just misses a home run. Candy Maldonado with the hesitation, allowing Jose Canseco to score, and he fails to get Dave Parker at second base, so the Oakland A's take.
I'll tell you what, we're having an earth.
In the 1980s, San Francisco could be summarized in one word: fun. The Cold War was coming to an end, the Berlin Wall was falling, the San Francisco 49ers had just won 2 back-to-back Super Bowls.
San Francisco has won Super Bowl 23. Jerry Rice, the hero for the 49ers.
In this city's eyes, it was unstoppable. That was until October 17th, 1989.
And they have a candidate who's very strong and is fighting with us for second place.
Chaos struck at 5:04 p.m. About 10 miles northeast of Santa Cruz, a section of the San Andreas Fault system slipped, causing a 6.9 magnitude earthquake all around the Bay Area. The epicenter was in the Santa Cruz Mountains, but major shakes could be felt from San Francisco and Oakland over 60 miles away. For 15 seconds, the ground shook.
Oh my God, we're having an earthquake. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can you feel that? I sure can. There go the lights. 911.
Yeah, this is an emergency in San Francisco.
What happened?
There's a hell of an earthquake, and we've got windows and everything that's falling out. We've got a hell of a dust cloud.
How is it all emergency?
Cypress section of the West Grand Freeway has come down.
The Cypress structure has collapsed. 25238, we have a major injury accident, Cypress and West Grand. They're advising major injuries. We're attempting to get 1141.
We have a 50-foot section which is collapsed from westbound into eastbound.
Fires and landslides erupted all over the Bay Area, putting the almost 5 million residents in harm's way.
Please clear the area. We do not have enough medical personnel to be able to handle you if you get hurt here.
Thousands of landslides, along with fires, caused almost $6 billion of damages, which equates to almost $13 billion today. Almost 4,000 people were injured, and unfortunately, the effects of this earthquake killed 63 people.
Said the upper deck collapsed into lower deck.
From westbound into eastbound, east of TI.
Tens of thousands of people and families were displaced from their homes, leaving many residents with many questions, such as how did this happen, and how were we not more prepared?
The West Grand Freeway has come down. I saw at least 3 or 4 trucks come over the top. The whole section of the overhead just collapsed.
Okay.
Overhead.
I want you to respond to Cypress and work your way towards West Grand Avenue. They have people trapped all along.
You are to respond to 32nd and Cypress.
Yes, fire alarm. A truck company, 32nd and Cypress.
While many people were wondering how this happened, scientists were already looking ahead to see how these damages could have been prevented and lives saved in the future.
Most of the people who died in older buildings.
Officials can only hope to reinforce the ones still standing and rebuild the ones destroyed with stricter standards before another major earthquake hits.
And this question keeps coming up after every earthquake.
We have a huge inventory of these old buildings that we're trying to strengthen. It's costly, it's very political, and there are very large social and economic costs that we have to bear.
California agreed, and since then has invested billions into ensuring that old infrastructure will be fortified and new infrastructure will be able to withstand even the highest seismic forces. The rebuild took place over 10 years, costing the city of San Francisco billions of dollars. And San Francisco is so prone to having earthquakes, since it's on the San Andreas Fault, new technologies have been implemented into newer buildings, causing a safer environment for residents.
Here in the Bay Area, the threat of a major earthquake is always present. The California Pacific Medical Center, San Francisco's newest hospital, has the latest technology for absorbing a quake. They're called wall dampers. The building is fitted with 100 floor-to-ceiling steel panels filled with material as thick as peanut butter.
This building moves 30 inches, all different ways, and I believe it moves up and down 5 inches. It's on a bowl with ball bearings. So this building is designed to be able to take an earthquake.
Although these new technologies are built to save lives, residents of San Francisco must always be prepared for an earthquake at any time. Thank you, and I hope you learned something about the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake.
This salute to the independent spirit of Northern California is brought to you by the television station Northern California watches most, KTVU.
You got a friendly face. No one can take your place, 'cause there's only one you, and there's only one